This just flew out. Are you kidding me? This is literally the tarot card they have on Annabelle's case. I cannot make this up. That is crazy. Annabelle is on tour. Let me say that again. Annabelle, the haunted, possessed doll, is on tour. Oh my God.
The real Annabelle doll has just arrived in Texas.
Lorraine Warren told you all not to move the Annabelle doll.
The real Annabelle doll is on tour and people are not going for it.
Here's a picture somebody took of Annabelle in Texas. You zoom in, you can see this face in here.
Malice. Oh my God. As soon as we start talking about Annabelle, please step away. 3. Thank you. Annabelle and I, we go way back, but seriously, I have met her before, and I had something really scary happen shortly after meeting her. I had a really scary situation with a stalker and had to move. Kel Kats, welcome back to my channel, and if you guys are new here, my name is Kelsi Davies, and I'm a clairvoyant, meaning I see and speak to the dead. I hope you're ready for this. Unless you're living under a rock or under a REM pod, that was supposed to be a paranormal joke, then you probably know who Annabelle is. But if not, here's a quick summary. In 1971, a 28-year-old nurse in Hartford, Connecticut was gifted a very large Raggedy Ann doll. Oh my gosh, my triangle up there is motion censored. I heard it beep. Hello, oh, and that device is going off. As soon as I start talking about Annabelle's story, I'll show you guys how these devices work in a little bit. That's crazy. Hello. Oh my God, it did it again. It did it again. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. They're all going to like red. I don't know if that's a warning or...
I'm not aggressive.
That's great. I love that. We claim that energy here. Anyway, a couple nights after receiving the doll, the nurse and her roommate started having some strange occurrences. Come to find out, this doll was possessed by an unknown entity. It would move around the house on its own. It would write little messages on parchment paper, and it started terrorizing them in a lot of different ways. They then went to a medium who believed that the doll had a spirit attachment of a 5-year-old little girl named Annabelle who had died by getting hit by a car.
I'm intrigued.
Now, the nurse believed this until she experienced hearing growling, waking up to her bed shaking aggressively, and experiencing more and more poltergeist activity to the point where someone was attacked. This is when Ed and Lorraine Warren stepped in and found out that the spirit attached to the doll was not a little girl, but it was an aggressive demon. They tried to exorcise the demon and had no luck, so they locked her in a case never to be opened again. Despair, this just said. Oh, this also said Edward. Oh, and that beeped as I said Edward. And there's like Ed. Ed, is that you? Oh. So even though they didn't want the case to be opened ever again, there have been several instances where they have opened the case. They've also moved the doll around. This said 6. I swear if there were 6 instances, I can't talk. If there were 6 instances where Annabelle was moved, that's pretty crazy. Oh,
Dark.
oh my gosh. Now, I'm a little guilty here. So my friend Chris Starr and I, we did visit the Warrens Occult Museum, and we were face to face with Annabelle. We were actually thinking about opening the case. We did have permission and they were going to open it for us, but we had Ed and Lorraine Warren come through so strong and they were warning us not to open it. I kept having an image of Ed just holding the case shut, like shaking his head going, no, do not open it. Annabelle also threatened to end our lives, so you know, we chose life. But if you guys want to see that full video, the link is down below in the description. But before we dive deeper into the headlines of the paranormal world, they're ready. The spirits are ready for it. I have a huge announcement. I'm gonna be at this year's VidCon in Anaheim, California, June 19th to the 21st. I have a meet and greet on Friday, June 20th, and signups are now open, so make sure you guys go sign up right now. I can't wait to meet some of you guys there. I just met a bunch of you at Paracon. I even brought some lucky subscribers ghost hunting, so that video is gonna be coming really soon. And I just wanna say how grateful I am for everyone who came. Oh my gosh. What just happened?
Past.
Oh, I literally saw something. That triangle went off. I thought it was a cat, but my cats aren't over here. You passed by. But I met so many incredible people at Paracon, so thank you to everyone who came. It made my entire life, and I'm just so grateful for the community that we've built. Now let's get back into the dark shit. On Annabelle's little Eras tour she's going on, she actually went to New Orleans and some weird shit happened. There was a whole plantation that burned down either shortly after she was there or during her stay. Oh my god, that sounded like a laugh. Did that not? Oh, and that just, the triangle keeps like turning on. Around the same period of time, there was another fire at Marie Laveau's house. Marie Laveau was a well-known voodoo practitioner, herbalist, and midwife in the early 1800s. There was another instance where they had transported Annabelle and a bunch of prisoners escaped, so a lot of people thought that it had something to do with her as well. I'm gonna pull some cards and just see what comes out. That's interesting. We got like the celebratory card. I don't know how to take that. That sounded like music or something. Was Annabelle responsible for any of the fires that happened? Ooh, okay, so we got some breakthroughs, some communication coming through. I cannot make this up right now. This just flew out. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. Oh, am I surprised though? This is literally the tarot card they have on Annabelle's case. I cannot make this up. That is crazy. Oh my god! Oh my god! Guys. I can't right now. It's like 78 cards in this deck. Each of them are completely different. So the fact that this one, this just said something about a coffin. It better not be me. I don't want to be in a coffin yet. I'm not ready. Okay. That made me nervous. As sirens are going by, there's a lot of things happening right now. I'm gonna take that as if she maybe had something to do with it. I also just did a session with Lola and a couple things came through that were a bit concerning, so check this out. Lola, do you think that there's gonna be chaos? I just heard fire. That, oh my god. Do you think that Annabelle's gonna cause chaos around her? Oh my gosh. Yes. Are you guys afraid of Annabelle? I heard yeah. Do you think that Annabelle remembers me? Yes. What the heck was that? Do you think that it's dangerous that Annabelle's going on tour right now? Yeah. Oh my god, that said Kelsi. Who was that? That sounded dark. Burn. As soon as I started talking about her, I just got so drained. Do you believe that the entity with Annabelle is able to travel to other places? Yes. Another thing I heard about the fires, supposedly they had put out all the flames and then they miraculously reignited. Drew, what do you think about me meeting Annabelle? Were you nervous for me?
Yes.
Or were you just out on your couch eating chips?
On my couch eating chips?
Yeah.
I don't even know where I was at the time.
Were you just taking a poop on the toilet while I'm meeting Annabelle? Risking
Possibly.
my life?
Possibly. I met her too.
You did, but like not at the place I met her. How did you feel when you met her?
Or I ignored her.
That's it?
I ignored her because every time I looked at her eyes, I was like, yee.
Now for the fun part, we're going to be asking my haunted dolls more questions about Annabelle, about this whole situation. Let's see if they'll give us some clarity. If you guys are new here, this is Lola, my haunted doll. She was born in 1901 and passed away in 1919. I mean the spirit attached to the doll, not her, herself. Clearly she wasn't bored. Oh! Hey girl! How are you? saying hi. She's like, yeah, you're funny. I know, I try to be. So this is actually the same like design of Raggedy Ann doll that Annabelle is, because I wanted to get something close to the real Annabelle doll for like content things and stuff, but I didn't realize this doll did have a spirit attachment until later when things started moving in my house, like objects started falling off shelves, her doll fell off, and then I had an experience on the spirit box where I was next to her and she goes, my name is Liz, and I kept seeing this older woman with like blonde hair and stuff and could not figure out who it was, and it happened to be Liz. So we love her. She likes to move sometimes. And this device is called a REM pod. So what it does is it emits an electromagnetic frequency around it. And if that frequency is interrupted in any way, Drew is going to demonstrate what happens. Oh my God, did you really just fart on Lola?
Yeah.
That was so rude.
It's a little stinky. Oh!
That's you. So that goes off with static electricity. So Drew's fart probably had a lot of that in it. And then this is our triangle and it detects motion. So if I put my hand on that side, it'll go green. This side, it'll go red. Something was making it go red. It keeps going red, so I'm thinking it's kind of a warning from the spirits.
This is our new little baby.
This is Little Miss No Name is what I'm calling her because we still don't know her name. She hasn't really come through a lot, but there is something with her. And she has like opened one of the drawers over there. So she's a little active, but we're still trying to figure out her story and everything. And then we have Marie and Minnie. They're sisters attached to this doll, which is over 100 years old. And then we have this voodoo doll thing that we hate, and it likes to mimic people and show me really creepy things, and we don't like him. He's calmed down a little bit. And this is a Santos statue. This is Emile, and he's a French man from the 1800s. He unfortunately decided to leave Earth early. Oh, I'm getting an image already. What is this? Ew, it looks like blood. Oh my God, no, it looks like a severed maybe hand with blood. Ew, I don't like that. What do you guys think that is? It looks like it's moving. It looks like fingers. The fact that that comes through as we're talking about Annabelle. The link to the Spirit Box app I use is down below in the description. Just be safe while you're using it. I have some questions about Annabelle. If any of you are willing to answer. I know Lola's willing to. I also have dowsing rods, which allows spirits to communicate by using your energy. So Lola, can you show them how it works? Can you cross the rods for me? Thank you. What is that?
It's like a display case.
Looks like something in the snow. And it almost looks like something's in the case, doesn't it? Annabelle's literally trapped inside of glass. Let me know, comment below what you guys see in these images too. Were the images that we just received, are they anything that has to do with Annabelle? Cross for yes, open for no. I heard blood. Yes. Was Annabelle responsible, I heard yes, hell, for the fires that happened? Yes. Yes, not yelled. What was that? So on my session, it sounded like Marie Laveau, and it said like accident before. So I'm wondering, was the fire that happened with Marie Laveau's an accident, or did it say accident? I feel like Marie Laveau had a lot of protection, like especially her place and stuff. She would work with like deities and things like that. What the heck is that?
It looks like a mix between a heart, lungs, and ovaries.
That's trippy. Is that like a heart? Conjuring. That just said
Looks like
conjuring.
his hands coming out.
That's interesting. Does Marie Laveau's place have a lot of protection? It does. So maybe that one was an accident, but then the other one was not. Do you think anything else is gonna happen while they're bringing Annabelle around? I think she's in Gettysburg or something right now. Or that she's going there? Is she? Yeah, she is.
What is that? It's a moth. Like a giant ass
Whoa. Like the Mothman? What is that? It
It
does.
really looks like Mothman.
It does. That's weird because Drew was just asking if they broke the protective seal around her. And I think they have to move her, don't they?
They don't have to, but they said that like
I know they're blessing it as they go.
they said that they were gonna break the protective seal for the first time.
Well, I think when they remove her, they're breaking the seal. Like, I'm pretty
They
sure.
keep her in the box.
They take her out. Like,
but they keep her in like a sealed thing.
well, I think they put her into a different box to transport her.
And they have like these special gloves they handle her with.
Yeah, and they're like blessing it the whole time, and it's very intense. Like, I don't know who the driver is. These are all the things that I want to ask, and I would love to know. Is the person like driving Annabelle, are they safe? Oh, this is like, I don't know. Or Lorraine. Is Lorraine protecting the driver or the people transporting Annabelle? Okay, so Lorraine's like, I think Ed and Lorraine are coming through in spirit to help protect as they are doing all this, because they're the ones that didn't want people to move Annabelle ever or open the case or anything like that. So I'm sure they're in spirit, they are coming through to protect, which is what they did with me and Chris.
I'm curious what would happen if they left her unsealed.
I don't know. Do we ask?
Oh,
Okay.
image of a bloody newspaper.
What? No way. As you asked that? Whoa. So something bad would happen if they left her out. Like, that's confirmation right there. That's crazy. I'm trying to see if it says any words. Oil something. What would happen if... What does that mean? Oh my god. No freaking way. Well, Annabelle disguises herself as a 5-year-old girl.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
That looks so off. And when I saw the girl that she showed me, she had brown hair. I didn't see like the eyes and stuff, but I just know she had brown hair and she was sideways and she was trying to put, oh my, she's putting like her hand on the glass as if there was a barrier in between us. What if she's almost mimicking Lola in a way?
What's her true form look like?
It was a really dark entity with like big teeth and then the horns.
I feel like it's a simplified form.
I think it can manifest itself in any disturbing form that it can.
Because it's definitely a powerful entity.
Yes, yeah. Ooh, even talking about it, I get like nervous. Me too. Lola goes, me too.
Has Lola.
Lola, have you met Annabelle ever? No, nor does she want to. Lola's not at that vibrational frequency to meet her too. Lola, was the devil card flying out of the deck a coincidence? No. Ugh. I mean, in tarot, the devil card doesn't necessarily mean that, but like in this instance, it does. I'm gonna use this radio spirit box for a little bit just to see what comes through. Oh, you guys want this one?
The audio's gonna be super muddy. You know?
Do you think it's bad that we're talking about her?
With a sword.
Get from here.
Somebody's a shadow figure's pierced with a sword.
Oh, weird. What is that that just came through?
The Bible.
That just said something about the Bible. What? That looks like just a very dark realm, like a very lower vibrational realm. Is it possible that Annabelle could come here that we're talking about her?
Vamos a hablar con quién. No reckoning.
What is Annabelle's next, like, target?
Over 20 years of practice. All
All right, I'm gonna turn it off. 3, 2, 1. I wonder if any of the spirits are like nervous to say anything about her. So I actually know the people that are transporting Annabelle and are in charge of like bringing her places and just, I don't want to say like caretaking her, but like watching Annabelle. Like they have her, they have Annabelle. And we're gonna be doing a Zoom call with Dan to see if they've been experiencing anything weird or paranormal, what precautions they're taking, and if overall they're doing okay.
My name is Dan Rivera. I'm the Warren Senior Lead Investigator. I'm the guy, and some of the other team members, Chris Galloran and Wade Kirby, we're doing Annabelle's World Tour, and it's gotten a lot of attention, you know, through social media.
So it's all over the internet right now about how the real life Annabelle doll is apparently being toured to various like haunted places.
So they took her to New Orleans, and why does a plantation house from 1859 burn down after?
People have noticed that wherever she goes, disaster strikes.
So that cursed doll, which is not supposed to be moved, not supposed to be taken out the box, supposed to just leave her alone.
There have been a couple of people on TikTok, well, maybe more than a couple, that have been putting like bogus events up. Yeah, I just want to let people know, go to warrensconvention.com and you'll find the dates for our events, and our next one's at Rock Island, Illinois. So that's going to be October 4th.
So what made you guys like decide to bring Annabelle on tour?
You know the museum's closed due to zoning issues, right?
Yeah.
I know we did our Paracons last year and, you know, 3 years prior to that, but I figured we'd do something different this year and we bring Annabelle on the road. By doing this, it's still keeping Ed and Lorraine's legacy alive, and we're still telling the stories about these items to those that can't come up to the Northeast.
Right.
We're taking Annabelle to them in their own state. We teach them about devils and demons and God, and what these things are all about. You know, that's our goal, and that's what Ed and Lorraine did. Ed and Lorraine did this in the past. They brought these items outside of the museum, and they did the same thing that we're doing. We did it when Lorraine was alive. We had evenings with Annabelle here in Connecticut. Brought Annabelle to a restaurant and doing the same thing.
So you guys are taking like all the precautions and everything, because I know some people are scared that Annabelle's gonna raise havoc everywhere. I saw you like blessing her, and you had like a priest and stuff. So what like precautions are you guys taking?
We have Father Bob Bailey, which is a Catholic priest, traveling with us. We take great precautions. He does the blessings. Actually, when people come to these to see these artifacts, he's available to do blessings right there. We also take precautions when we have her in the van and we're traveling with her. The way I built the case is to protect those that were coming to view these items. You know, some people ask me, well, is that 100% that's going to contain the demon? You know, the only thing that is possible, and I'm not going to say it's not, if you challenge the demonic. If you challenge that doll, anything that's demonic, any haunted item, you challenge it, you're calling something to happen to you. That's what we explain to people. You know, you do not touch the items, you don't challenge it.
Who's like driving the car? Because I'm like, who's brave enough to drive the vehicle with Annabelle in it?
Well, you know I'm not driving it.
Oh my gosh, this just said security.
I'm the one that moves her.
You're like Annabelle's security?
Yeah. We got Chris. He drives, and his daughter Avery's been driving the van.
Oh my gosh, you're brave.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the back with her.
Have you like experienced any weird feelings, or you're just very protected? Like, what's going on with that?
We feel that we're protected. We don't pay attention to her. You know, we're not worried about, well, we got this evil thing behind us. We know that, we had all the blessings and we're protected, and we don't give it recognition that it's, sitting right behind me. I do want to say I did have some weird dreams I can't explain, but I don't know if it was connected to Annabelle.
Right, because are you guys traveling with the Shadow Doll too?
Shadow Doll will be traveling with us to Rock Island, Illinois, with 16 other artifacts, and she'll be coming to Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
The third week of October.
I had nightmares after meeting the Shadow Doll, which was interesting, of the Shadow Doll. Like, I had these like really vivid nightmares for a couple days, and then I just kind of let that energy pass, and I was okay.
Right. Shadow Doll is probably the second most haunted item in that in the Warren's Occult Museum. We had some weird experiences with that object in the museum. With Elton was doing his investigation in there, which knocked out our Wi-Fi, knocked out our cameras non-stop. Throughout the whole event that we were doing. Annabelle and the Shadow Doll, I think they compete for attention when you're investigating that museum, so you don't really know where it's coming from.
It was almost like a triangle. Like, it was the Annabelle doll, the fire doll, and the Shadow Doll that were kind of in that little corner, just doing a bunch of
Right.
things. People are saying that Annabelle was responsible for a fire. Do you think that's possible?
We weren't near White Castle. I think it was called Nottoway Plantation. We were miles and miles away from there. I wouldn't say that, you know, she was the cause of what happened there and the prisoners escaping and Maria Laveau's house burning. Maybe, you know, there was a certain energy, maybe because we confined this doll to this case. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe there was something that happened when people were saying the ancestors raised from the dead and caused that fire. I don't know.
I saw like a video of you were putting Annabelle in the other case.
I'm the one that transferred her from Ed's original case to the travel case that I built.
Did you like voluntarily be like, I want to move her? Or did it just like happen that way?
I think it just happened that way.
Okay.
You know, I took all the precautions that I needed to, and in my faith, I believe that I'm capable of it.
Yeah, you're very brave for doing that, because I know a lot of people would not be willing to do that, but I know you have like your gloves that were blessed and everything.
Some people make fun of the gloves and everything, but that's for my protection.
Yeah,
and
I'm like,
finger, there's a
I would wear the gloves too.
And then, like what Ed and Lorraine said, you don't want that energy to mingle with yours.
Right. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that.
And you guys could go to warrensconvention.com and get your tickets there. Don't listen to these posts that are on TikTok that are saying it's the wrong location. What did it say?
It said burn. It literally said burn. Oh my God.
That's crazy, right?
Like I can't. Oh my God. Now it goes, I feel free now.
Oh, wow. Hold that up to the screen.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I'm glad she... I'm in the corner. Oh my God, now it said I'm in the corner. That's great. I love that.
You can't make this stuff up, you know?
I know, that's crazy.
We also thought when we were in New Orleans, we had the voodoo lady that approached us. I mean, I was inside the building. Ryan was outside waiting, Chris, and as we were putting Annabelle back into the van, he came out with her tambourine and telling Annabelle, "You're not allowed here in New Orleans. Go back to where you came from." And she's got like whatever water she was spraying. But they called her the Bone Lady of New Orleans.
Okay, I think I've heard of her.
You know, I had a long conversation with her prior to that happening, just to see where her mindset was at too. So
yeah, for sure. Maybe something maybe she felt like she needed to do that extra step.
Like when we went to San Antonio, they're blaming us for like the brush fires over there. But they've been in the drought for a very long time.
I didn't know there were other fires too.
There was a fire, there was a truck accident. You know, things do happen. I don't know if you can connect that to Annabelle, you know, and going into that city.
This just said the church, which is interesting, because anywhere she goes there's gonna be things that happen, but also it's like associating, you know what I mean, like there's so many factors to it, but it's like there's anything's possible also at the same time.
Right. Yeah. And then listen, and then when we have these people there and you see some of the videos of when they came to visit the items and how we're, you know, explaining devils and demons are, how to protect yourself, what to do and what not to do. All that's out there. I think people are just focusing on all the negative stuff that is happening in this world today.
Yeah.
But our job is to spread the word of God and how to protect ourselves. The New England Society for Psychic Research that was founded by Ed and Lorraine was based off of religion, their faith, to help people. And that's what we're still doing today, helping people. And if we need to get the church involved, we're still doing that. But that gets the attention of the people to come and see these items, and we're able to educate them. Right, yeah. You know?
It sparks the curiosity. That's what I always say too, because I'm very spiritual, because people are very intrigued by the dark things. So it sparks that curiosity, and then it leads into a more spiritual journey, like so that they can understand there's so much light, you know, that overcomes the darkness and stuff. So you can learn in that way.
And we're not there forcing religion on people, you know, we're just telling them how to protect themselves, how to ground themselves, and, you know, how to be good people in life.
Right, and it's almost like, because you guys are transporting supposedly the most haunted doll, you know, and it's like you guys are okay, you guys are alive, so it does show that you guys aren't letting it affect you. It's like it's something that we don't have have to be in fear of all the time.
And we have these people like, you know, asking for permission to Annabelle if we could take your picture, or Annabelle, sorry for looking into your eyes.
Yes.
You know,
I get that comment a lot.
Our belief is that you never ask the demonic for permission for anything.
Because then you're giving it power. That's how my mind is
you're giving
too.
Power. You don't leave it gifts. We don't, you know, recommend that you do that.
And if you go into it with fear, you're like going in with that lower vibrational mindset of fear, and that's what entities want. So then you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know, that's like living in fear. You know, even me, like I went in there and I just stared at her in the eyes because I was like, you know what, you can't affect me. I'm powerful, I'm protected. That was kind of my mindset. And some people are like, you're crazy.
But there's other things that, like even going to haunted locations is the same mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't know what you're dealing with when you walk into there. There's been so many teams that went in there that conjures up all different types of stuff.
Oh yeah.
You don't know what portal they open.
Thank you so much, Dan, for all the information, and I think it'll soothe people a little bit to know that they're gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine, and you guys are fine.
Yeah.
So
we didn't have a bad experience showing these items to the ones that came to see them.
Okay.
Everybody had a good experience in there, and they enjoyed their time. We did not have one complaint.
Oh good, I'm glad. That's awesome. That concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. Also hit that notification bell so that you guys know when I post. Stay safe from Annabelle. I am calling out to our angels, our spirit guides. I'm calling out to any higher beings, calling in all the high vibes here to protect the viewers of this video. And I will see you in the next video.